With us now, Mr. R&B himself, Craig David. Craig, new single, 6 of One Thing, which you just heard.
Yeah.
Lots of people talking about this new album, sort of Trust Me, having a slightly different edge to it, a slightly different style to it. Do you think that's fair?
Yeah, I mean, we went to Cuba on this one. It was funny, like, talking about, like, Fidel Castro sort of coming down. I mean,
what was Cuba like? Had you been before?
It's an incredible country. I've never been there before. And I had a lot of misconceptions about the place. I mean, being a communist country and Fidel being still in control. But I think my misconception was alleviated when I got there and felt firsthand how the people really react to the fact that they're not as privy as us in terms of the latest technology and cars and fashion. But what they make up for it is incredible dancing. Musicians are top-notch. I mean, they play as if it's like their last ever performance. So to get one of the original members of the Buena Vista Social Club playing on the record as well, it was just an incredible experience all round.
There's that real sound with 6 of One Thing as well, that sort of real Cuban essence to it as well, the energy and the passion.
Absolutely. I mean, to be honest, it just sort of... Going out clubbing, and because I started off as a DJ, to go over there and just see how people really... When they go to the club, they dance. It's like, we're going here, we're not standing in VIP, too cool for school, we're going to have a good time here. And it was almost the same element that I took for the whole album. I wanted to make a great live-based feeling album.
To try and recreate that atmosphere.
Yeah, and then to have a few people in the VIP sort of standing there like...
You
can only try.
I've read a really interesting interview that you did in the Sunday Times magazine a couple of months ago, just when you were coming back with your last single, which did so well. And it struck me that you were being very honest, perhaps very honest for the first time. You talked about the Bo Selector character that Lee Francis did of you, which are very honest about the damage that it caused you. And also recently you've been talking about the Brits, and actually you've been very honest about your take on the Brits, the fact that you were up for a lot of Brits and you didn't get them. Do you think you've got to the point now where finally you can be honest, you can say what you want because you've earned that credibility and that respect?
Yeah, I mean, it's all about confidence, do you know what I mean? And I think, even dealing with the whole Bo Selector thing, I think that it came across a little bit like a sob story. Even when I sort of looked back at it, I think it was slightly misconstrued, and I thought it could go either way. I think it was important for me to speak about it because I felt that people felt I was sort of sitting on the fence a little bit. But to be honest, I thought the show actually wasn't too bad. It's just it was sort of the endless sort of, like, one-trick pony of the same thing. But nothing sort of, like, completely against a guy as a comedian, because I think he wasn't too bad. And in terms of the Brits, though, I mean, it was more... When you experience something firsthand of selling so many records, and I couldn't have done any much more that year, you sort of think, you know what... I really do hope that the way in which the voting system is based now is more representative of actually what's going on.
Sure. But so if you have sold 7 million albums, you are number one.
You kind of think there's something would be in your favour, but I do think it's very important for British artists. I mean, I'll never knock it in the sense that I don't think people who pick up an award do definitely see incredible sales on their album, and also it shows outside of the UK how great the talent we have in the UK. Yeah. So the Brit Awards is a very important ceremony. So I'd never kind of be like, oh, I'm snubbing the Brits now. I just think that year it wasn't really representing what was going on.
Obviously the new album, Trust Me, is out, and it's just exciting to be back and with a new album and new sound.
Yeah, just trying to do my thing.
You're looking very well. It's lovely to have you back.
It's lovely to be back.
And I noticed there's another pair of brand new trainers you've got on there as well.
Yeah.
How many have you got now?
You know, just thought I'd be 401.
401 pairs of trainers. It's good to see you.
They are so smart, those trainers. I've been mothers across the land saying, see Craig, Dave and his smart trainers, give yours a clean.
I'm trying to keep them clean, you know.